going to be covers, things that have inspired us along the journey to making this album. So that was Evil Waves by Willy Bobo. The original is equally as fantastic. The next song that we have for you is Big Iron by Marty Robbins. So if you've got a thigh, please slap it.
Yeah, like we were saying, the first half is obviously covers, so the second half is EP, original music, which we spent a couple of years writing. Some of the time was in South America. We went on holiday in South America, and that was around the time we were starting to explore ideas for this EP, and we were listening to a lot of country music, a lot of Western rhythm and blues, all sorts of that sort of thing, and we had downloaded on our phones because we didn't have internet out there. So this track is one that was on a playlist that we had made called Western Blues, even though it had all sorts of country and other stuff on it. So yeah, this is Big Iron, you probably know it well.
Between them when they start to make their play.
verses to remember, so I always slip up somewhere along the way.
We'll get them in a different order.
Yeah.
Just don't tell them that he kills them. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you can really change the order of the verses in that particular song. Might work sometimes when not. Yeah, it's quite a strong sort of timeline going in that one. It needs to kind of be chronological. What's next? Oh, okay, you're going to talk about this one.
Okay, so this next song is Ode to Billy Joe by Bobby Gentry. Most of you may know, may not. What we really like about this song is... Oh, you know what? That is very true. The first time I heard it was Hess, my sister-in-law, introduced it to me. And when we were coming up for a name for the band, we initially were called Evening Echoes, which, let's be honest,
that was before the band existed, really. That was a little jazz evening thing that we did, and that's what was Evening Echoes.
Yeah. So we were called Evening Echoes, which is absolutely riveting and mind-blowing. And then we had this song, and there's a particular line that goes, Dusty Delta Day, and we thought, that's a good name for a band. Take it.
Yeah, there's
Dusty
already...
Delta.
There's already a band for that too, yeah?
Delta Days. Also taken, yeah. You won't believe how many bands there are in the world, it's crazy. So, we liked the Echoes, and then I was thinking of the Dusty. I was really stuck on the Dusty. And then I thought of Dusty Springfield, and I was like, probably Dusty Echoes. Not the same, but different. So that's how Dusty Echoes came to be, was because of this song. So, whenever you're ready, let's show them.
Yeah, so our own version is a little different from the original if you do know the original. Hopefully you'll enjoy it anyway.
I was out shopping, and my brother you definitely know this one. Why is this important to me? This is one of the first things I remember in my whole existence, is this song, that and Madonna's Like a Prayer. So I think this kind of gives an insight as to who I am as a person. So yes, Joe, please take it away for us.
Is a song by Simone. A few weeks ago, I did a jazz gig with a couple of these guys in the front here, and Andy, our singer, introduced one of the tunes as his song with my favourite trombone solo in it. And guess who was playing the trombone solo? So I know how Howard feels when I say that this is a song that was most famous for the drum pattern created by Steve Gadd for it. So
who didn't play it on a cajon?
Who didn't play it on a cajon? He played it very much on a full kit. And when we said to Howard, we're going to do this song, he said, well, how am I going to do that on a cajon? So he's going to show you that now. This is the last song of our first set, then we're going to take a little 15-minute break, and then we'll be back with our original EP for you. We do have the EP pressed onto vinyl, so we will be out in the corridor if anyone wants a vinyl or a t-shirt after the show, or also in the interval. I'll head over there. So yeah, this is to finish off our first set, 50 ways to finish off.
she said to me, the answer is easy if you take it logically. I'd like to help you in your struggle to be free. There must be 50 ways to leave your lover. She said it's really not my habit to intrude. Furthermore, I hope my meaning won't be lost or misconstrued, but I'll repeat myself. At the risk of sounding crude, there must be 50 ways to leave your lover. 50 ways to leave your lover. You just slip out the back, take it to the back, you don't need to be coy, Roy. Just listen to me. I said I'm on the bus, no need to discuss much. Come off the keys, baby. It's no free. Slip out the back, Jack. Take it to the back, you don't need to be coy, Roy. Just listen to me. I said I'm on the bus, no need to discuss much. Just come off the keys, baby. It's no free. She said it grieves me so to see you in such pain. I wish there was something I could do to make you smile again. And I said, well, I appreciate that, but would you please explain about the 50 ways? She said, why don't we both just sleep on it tonight? And I believe that in the morning you'll begin to see the light. Then she kissed me and I realized she probably was right. There must be 50 ways to leave your lover.